March 8th. March 8th is when we need to come out of lockdown here in the UK. And those are the words of Stephen Baker, a very senior Tory MP and the chairman of the COVID recovery group. And he is telling our Prime Minister Boris Johnson that we need a strategy and a plan out of this. He says businesses and the citizens have lost hope and they need a plan for recovery. He also went on to say that a forecast brought us into lockdown, so why can't a forecast take us out of lockdown? Again, simple concepts, but something that should be actioned by our Prime Minister. And he went on to say even further that we need a proportionate response to this virus. And I joked yesterday, he must have been listening to me for the past 6 months, because that's what we've been talking about. Three things. First of all, we need leadership, real leadership, which means they bring innovations, solutions, education. They don't use fear as a weapon, and they don't only have one tool, which is lockdown, which is why there's no one else on the streets with me here today. Second thing, we need science-based decision-making. We're not using science. The most vulnerable people are our elderly and those with comorbidities. Let's protect them. Let's let our healthy people go back to work. And finally, we need a proportionate response to this virus. Locking down an entire population is not a solution to stop a virus from spreading. And it certainly isn't when you're crushing an economy that's going to lead to, by some forecasters, another 500,000 lives lost just by the economy being shut down. This is real. And if you get into the mental health, studies dropped in the last couple days are showing our children with 50 and 60% of having anxiety almost all the time because they're uncertain about our future. And so it's time that the Prime Minister listens to Steve Baker. It's time that we are given a date, March 8th. It's a little late for me, but it sounds like at least a date that we can rally around. Again, I'm an entrepreneur, and the killer of entrepreneurs and business is uncertainty. How can we plan for our future? How can we invest capital? How can we hire employees and get this economy back on track if we've got no timeline? It's a killer of business, and this city is built on business. London was formed for commerce. It turned into a beautiful cultural place as well. We cannot forget what got us here, so let's have a plan out. Mr. Baker, I commend this. Mr. Johnson, please listen. March 8th, let's get a plan out of this lockdown. Let's get our kids back to school. Let's get our economy functioning. Let's get our NHS back on track. All of these things are possible. Please leave me your comments below. Tell me, is March 8th the day we should get out of this lockdown? We should get London back to work and find solutions? Or should we have months and months more of these pointless lockdowns that have much more collateral damage than what they're saving right now? Leave me your comments below. We're going to take London in a new direction.